Hey YouTube, it's Alicia Burton. And today I'm going to be talking about TNA Impact's last night show. We got 2 shows we're going to be talking about. So without further ado, let's get started. So we're talking about TNA. They had some good matches. And I am going to I just have a little bit to say, so we got a lot to say, so let's get started. So the show starts with not Petey Williams, with Eli Drake and Petey Williams and Chris Adonis. So Chris Adonis comes out, and then here comes Eli Drake. He's bragging that he contained his title belt. He did this, he did that to Johnny Impact and everything. Excuse me, helpful. Excuse me, helpful. Excuse me, helpful, Eli Drake. If I can recall when I looked at the video on YouTube. There's a reason why it was a big pause. On YouTube, you did not do everything. You did not win. I felt, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. You only contain your title belt because of guess who? Roberto El Patron attacking Johnny Morrison. Okay. Okay, Patron makes a lot of sense, but the way that he went by it shouldn't have went down that way. Okay, Eli's going, I have the night off. He said, "Is nobody back there that I couldn't beat?" Okay. That put the fire under Petey Williams. I don't blame him. Petey Williams is one of the greatest veterans in the sport. Let's just get that. He's one of the greatest veterans in the sport. And to me, I felt like when Petey Williams, in the early years of TNA with Petey Williams, they probably kind of just only thought, he's just none other X Division. I actually thought for some time that Petey Williams probably would come back and go for this heavyweight title belt. Now he wants to go for this title belt. I don't blame Petey. Now, Eli Drake says he can beat Petey Williams anytime, anywhere. He said, come on. And he gets in the ring and Eli slides out. And that wasn't, and so he said, you can't do nothing. You know how Eli Drake is, run his mouth. So he run his mouth. So Chris Adonis tried to stop Petey. Petey beat the crap out of him. I'm going to have a lot to say about Adonis in a minute. And when Petey got a hold to none other Eli Drake, he gave that fool a beating that he would never he deserves. So let me just remind y'all, next week for the title belt, it will be Petey Williams versus Eli Drake for that heavy TNA, for that TNA Impact Heavyweight Championship. Do I feel Petey Williams deserves a title belt like this? Heck yeah. And I feel like Petey Williams probably could do something. It needs to be somebody more respectable have that title. Okay, so then they showed Dan Lambert. I didn't truly care for that segment, so I mute the TV. Okay, so then you have Sunday Dunn versus Matt Sydal. Matt Sydal. You better know him, Matt Sydal, when he was in the WWE as Evan Bourne. This was the best match of the night. They counted each other for move, and it was like a really good match. But in the end, in the long run, Matt Sydal ended up winning with the airborne. Y'all know who, when he was on a certain company, WWE, he also did that same move. Just wanted to mention that. Okay, so we're gonna come back to that. Then we have OVEW and Sammy Camlin. Please forgive me from botching his name. And some unknown tag team. Okay. Let me just tell you, these guys beat this unknown tag team to silver rings, and they won. Okay, as they celebrating, they get attacked by LAX with homicide. Baby, they have this finna get ready to be a full-on blowout war. Okay. Then we had Allie versus Casey Spiller. So if I say Casey, you probably know who I win. And Allie and this girl went back and forth. Allie had a great performance. Let me just say a great performance. And Allie ended up winning in the long run. I wouldn't be too surprised in a few months. Allie get a little more better. And then maybe 6 to 7 months later, she probably will get a chance for that TNA Impact Women's title belt. She just need to keep building herself up, need to get stronger. And I feel like she could be women's champion. Okay, so let me talk about, they had Nuka Waka on I hope I pronounced this, on this Japan company that has their title belt that is on Eddie Edwards. So it was Eddie Edwards versus, I hope I pronounced this right, Phantasma from Lucha Libre Underground. Oh my God, this was like I said, another good match. It was so good. And they was like saying Phantasma can adapt to any wrestling style. From Lucha Libre to High Fly. It's undecided. So I'm going, why Phantasma is just being featured on TNA and not a contract. That's my thing. But then I started thinking, is Phantasma going to go to Lucha Libre Underground? That's my thing. So I know Chahado, I hope I'm not botching his name. No, I know he is one of his fellow comrades from Lucha, representing Lucha Libre is on Underground, so I wonder if he has something to do with, maybe Phantasma might not be there, but I'm gonna say Phantasma deserves to be on, I'm gonna say Lucha Underground or anything, but Phantasma put on a hell of a performance. But then one thing I want to talk about, this confrontation. So Eddie Edwards ended up winning that match. Let's just get that out of the way. So one of the things that I don't have on here is Johnny Morrison and Alberto Del Rio. Man, Johnny Morrison came in and said, took Mackenzie man. He said, "Excuse me, Mackenzie," and he not shoved her, but easily pushed her to the side and literally told Del Rio, "I'm looking for you," and stuff. So Mackenzie walked up to Del Rio again. Boom. And next thing you know, she had to dash out because none other Johnny Impact just they was fighting as heck. Then it was just some wrestlers got into it too, and they start beating both of them up. Braxton Sutter, and everything. And I just felt like Braxton Sutter and some other dude got into it too. Now, before I forget, like I told you, Petey Williams, and it'll be Petey Williams and Eli Drake. Petey Williams versus Eli Drake next week. Next week, it'll be Roberto Latron versus Johnny Impact. Now, that's going to be a good match. Now, also, while I'm dealing with this, let me talk about some wrestling news right quick. If you don't watch Pro Wrestling Unlimited, it was reported that the wrestlers of TNA Impact is very mad at Roberto Latron. They don't see how Roberto Latron deserves his own. Don't see how he's getting his, let's just say, his own. I'm going to say it again. His own locker room. And to me, I don't feel like he deserves his own locker room. And it's kind of pissing the other wrestlers off. But they say it's in his contract. But to me, to get your own locker room, you have to have one or two reasons. One, you got a medical issue and you can't be around them. You got that. Or you got your wife traveling with you and you need your private locker room. I can name several WWE superstars who paid their dues over the years, and had a private locker room. John Cena, he has played from WWE. If you think about it, John Cena has his own private locker room, but over the years, he has worked hard to get the private locker room that he get. Okay, Mia's got his private locker room as well, and I don't get how he can get that. I don't know if it's in his contract or not, but he has one. Kurt Angle, for so many years on WWE and TNA, he had his private locker room, including Triple H and Stephanie, Big Show and Kane, Undertaker. I can name so many people. It's crazy. To get me to say this, I feel like Roberto Del Rio, and I'm going to say it, y'all, just do not deserve to have his own locker room. Do he deserve it? I don't think so. But, y'all, that's that. And then the one thing I will say from Bound for Glory that I'm still kind of pissed about is Moose and Stefan Bonner versus King Mo and Bobby Lashley with the top team. And I feel like if that was the downfall of using local referees. That was the downfall of using local referees. One of the top team members knocked out this one referee on the outside of the ring. So they still allowed it to go on. They didn't even call for the bell. So I don't think they knew what they was doing. So what y'all did to Brian Hefner, Earl Hefner, and Brian Stifler, y'all should have let them stayed on for Bound for Glory. But after Bound for Glory was done, they could have just gone on and left. So y'all, give me your thoughts on these, some of the news stories from coming out of TNA this week that I also talked about in this video. And tell me what you thought about the matches for this past Thursday. Until then, I'm Alicia Burton. Don't forget to check out my social media pages.